Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using big chopstick energy and the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee. At the molecular level, good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first coffee and daylight. Holy cow. I guess we're changing the clocks this weekend, so it's really going to be much brighter at about this time. What time is it now? It's about 6 o'clock right now. I'm appreciating it. When I took the trash out today, it felt springtime warm. Yesterday was like summer. I can't believe it. We went from huge piles of snow one week and me cursing to summertime weather. And that's the way it is in this area where I live. There's such a short springtime. It's so little. It just goes from winter and then you blink and then it's summer. So that means a couple things. I need to get the gas grill ready. I only used it a few times this winter. Keep it outside. Got to uncover it, tune it up, power wash the grill part just to get off all of last year's ribeye residue. Get my bike ready, which is right outside this window, which I'm excited about, riding my bike. Get my electric scooter ready, the kick scooter. That is magnificent. I have to do some repairs on that. And then also, too, I'm thinking of getting a motor scooter as well. Maybe a 49cc Vespa. No highway stuff, just a commuter type thing. That should be fun. Probably will get the motorcycle after the move, most likely. Interesting things today, but I'm going to end with the 10 stages of genocide, which went around the web yesterday, and I want to respond to that. And we're going to talk about that at the end of the Daybreak Show today. It really does deserve much more in-depth handling than I'm going to give it, but we'll talk about that in the future. 1968. You old heads know what I'm talking about when I say a B-side of a record. I remember having the Beatles' 45 RPM Hey Jude. That was an A-side. That was meant for radio airplay. You flip it over, you play the B-side. And it was Revolution. Instantly fell in love with Revolution. It was my first experience of liking music that wasn't meant for airplay. And of course, AM radio only. I don't think I even tuned into anything FM until maybe the 70s. When FM popped, then rock and roll stations would have what they call an album hour and play a whole side. Like Friday night at 11 p.m. was like album hour. And they played a whole side of a album, or both sides. Revolution at that time in 1968 was quite radical. Apple Records. The B-side was the apple cut in half. So you had the A-side and the B-side. Take a look at this picture. I might even still have that record. I heard some racket outdoors when I got up. A raccoon and a skunk were eating side by side at a outdoor cat dish. I shine a flashlight to them. They both look up as if to say, "Excuse me, we're eating now." And then they went back down and continued to eat. It was almost cartoonish. One is eating with its mouth. The other one is grabbing food and bringing it to its mouth. It was actually kind of funny. Made me laugh. I didn't know that those two could hang out together and coexist. But apparently they do. She says, "I'm not into the bar scene," in one sentence. The other sentence is, "I love going out dancing." And that always made me scratch my head, because the first thing I think is, where do you go dancing? Last time I checked, most dancing is done in a bar. Look for those weird little contradictions, guys. Look for them. When you put on a certain kind of lens, of which I won't name the color of, you will see contradictions everywhere. And just go in the opposite direction. Yeah. From my journal in 2012, there's lots of heroin talk in the past couple months. I guarantee there's a pharmaceutical company behind all this. Follow the trails, create epidemic, or at least a perceived epidemic, then provide a solution. Sound familiar? Get government and healthcare behind it, which is now government anyways. Government and healthcare are the same thing. And then legislate it. What a great business strategy. You think 2020 and its epidemiological issues were just random? Nothing, I said, you heard me say this, nothing in 2020 is random. And if you think nothing is random in 2020, which is true, 2021 is going to blow your mind even more. Nothing is random. Nothing. A lot of people say follow the money trails. I say follow the money and the power trails, which is another reason why I probably should start looking at going to another platform, because YouTube is going to be filled with how to make cheesecake, how to change a flat tire, how to make an Excel spreadsheet, but no opinions or deep thoughts are ever going to be accepted on YouTube. Let's get real. It can only last so long. There's an expiration date on this. So you will either have to follow me to another site or just, lose track of me. That's probably what's going to happen. Many years ago, when I was cutting hair publicly, not privately, I had a little sidewalk sign, and I put up on my sidewalk sign, free compliments inside, no purchase necessary. People would literally pop their head in the door, and I instructed everyone that we are to compliment them. Wow, you look great. Nice smile. I like those earrings. Wow, where'd you get that suit? Nice tie. And it was kind of a fun thing to do for a week. When you see this picture, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Put your answer down below. Are things getting a little bit chaotic for you? Are you feeling anxiety about stuff, the post-Trump nonsense? Because we used to have a president that kept us informed about everything. Love him or hate him. But now we have this bumbling person, a bona fide racist, segregationist, liar, who is now mentally incompetent, who is going to be gone, and his vice president is going to be president. You know that, right? He is the most underwhelming incompetent. Actually, he's clinically incompetent. Clinically incompetent. How do I know? I was clinical director of a geropsych clinic for several years. I know it when I see it. Let's talk about genocide, the 10 stages of genocide. Number 1, classification. People are divided into us and them. How many areas of us and them can you identify right now in America, actually in the world? I'll talk strictly about America because I'm in America. What categories of us and them are there? The government is doing this. You realize that, right? And they're encouraging it. Black, white, Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, masked, unmasked, vaccinated, unvaccinated, right? It's very clear now that there's lines drawn. Divide people into us and them. Number 2, and this escalates, people are forced to identify themselves through symbols. I voted. I got the vaccine. MAGA with the red hats. F Trump. All the, how about the signs? Hate has no home here. Oh, really? I bet you'll be the first one to hate me when I tell you who I voted for. Yeah, BS. Symbols. Number 3, discrimination. People begin to face systematic discrimination. You can only come in if you're wearing a mask. You can only fly if you get a vaccine or a chip or some kind of something that a greater power has established. 4, dehumanization. People equated with animals, vermin, or diseases. We must get rid of them. They don't deserve to live. Number 5, organization. The government creates special groups to enforce these policies. Shame on every police officer that responds to, he's not wearing a mask in the store. Shame on you, law enforcement. 6, polarization. The government broadcasts propaganda to turn the populace against the group. It's already happening. You didn't get the vax? I'm standing in line and people are talking about a damn vaccine in a store. Did you get the vaccine yet? It's none of your fucking business. Whatever happened to HIPAA? Whatever happened to Healthcare Information Portability and Protection Act, where healthcare is a fucking secret? You're not supposed to talk about it. And I have well, it's not a theory. I believe it to be true of why HIPAA was created. And I can't talk about it on YouTube. That's why I have to get the hell off of this platform. There was a reason why HIPAA was created. Some of you know. Some of the awakened know. But anyways, people talking about a vaccination. People talking about healthcare now. My body, my choice. I can do what the hell I want with my body. You can do what the hell you want with your body. You're not sticking a needle in my fucking arm. And some of you are more mad that I said the word fuck than you are at the concept of forced vaccinations. Can you hear this? Let me turn it up for you. Number 7, preparation. Official action to remove and relocate people is beginning. What happened in Canada? You cross the border into Canada. They put you away for 2 weeks where your family can't contact you. It's going to happen here. It's, we've heard the concept of FEMA camps. That's what's happening in Canada and all over the world right now. Self-quarantine. It started out as self-quarantine. Now it's forced quarantine. And number 8, which is where we're at right now. Think about this. Persecution. Beginning of murders, theft of property, and trial massacres. The persecution is happening right now. Number 9, extermination. Wholesale elimination of the group. It is not extermination and not murder because people are not considered humans. It's going to get to that point. And number 10, denial. The government denies that it committed any crime. I believe we are at number 8. I will put this up and you take a screenshot of it and you look at it for yourself and then you decide where we're at. I believe we are between 7 and 8 right now. And with that, finish your coffee and I'll see you Monday morning on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, maybe the only home of sanity, clarity, and reason.